I don't have interest in, so I don't do, for instance, so driving a car, so I quit to driving a car since 30 years or something like that, because I realized I'm a totally bad driver. So if I found myself bad driver, why I should drive? It's not good for another people. Maybe I make a big accident and somebody is injured, so it's not really good. It's you must think about this a little bit about the social things.
You play with these different musicians when you go to different cities.
Yeah.
I imagine with some of them, sometimes you click. I can imagine after that, with you not wanting to release anything with them. When you leave, it can feel tough leaving them behind.
Sorry, but sometimes I release, but we don't go to studio, so all my release is only live recordings, because live recording has much more power, and also there is many mistakes, which is like a human being, so live. That's why I really like. So I really don't like perfect things. I really like, much more think about realities which I can see and I can experience. I don't get so much information. So let me tell you, so information is quite dangerous.
Okay.
There's many wrong information in history, and history is always written by winners. There was a loser too, but losers' history doesn't exist. People doesn't know the real truth in history. And all propagandas, all wrong information. You go to the internet and so much thousands of information from one cinema, but it's maybe more than 90% it's wrong. It's almost like if you go to foreign city and looking for good restaurant. So if you go to internet and checking, this restaurant could be a good, but all things wrong, so not really good. You must find with your feet.
Yeah.
Just take your time, maybe 2 hours or 3 hours, just look so good place to go. Then you can find a really good place maybe. So nowadays so people are using too much information.
Do you distrust information that's kind of set, and you regard music as a message? Does that mean that you distrust recorded music as a message?
Yes, so I said the music is message. Actually, it's not my message. So as I told you, that the music itself is a communication. So message from everybody comes on this space.
Okay.
Their message, and I like to give them to have their own message, which is experience. So from their own experience, people can talk to the people as their real message.
Excellent.
Yeah, and this is the most important thing of today, because today is too much information everywhere, and many people don't know which is the right way to follow. Even sometimes I don't know too. And this is a really hard time to live, because with the computer, many people is spending so much time, maybe 4 or 5 hours a day for social medias. And they have so much friends, 400, 500 friends. I have 600 friends. So some friend is from Costa Rica, some friend is from Vietnam, and so on, but they never met them. So that is their friendship. It's really sad.
Yeah.
So friend is you can see and you can feel every day, you can smell too, and this is a real friendship for me.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's not with on the wire, so it's not really friendship. It's just imitation.
Yeah.
And
you were saying earlier how one of the great things about doing all this traveling and doing this project is that you sort of meet so many people and make so many new friends. Like, do you ever kind of stay in touch with them, kind of after you do shows?
Yeah, sure, I do, but mainly I perform together with musician, sound carriers. I say sound carriers because I don't like word musician. You know, sound carrier is much more interesting because nowadays any kind of sound is also part of the music.
Yeah.
So before musician is somebody who is written and able to read a note and play with the technical things and like that. But the sound itself is quite easy and sound is everywhere. So that's why I say sound carrier. So you know, and. So I meet many people on everywhere, and for me it's quite important to have not a boring life by myself at first. So that means I like to have always fresh things. So I don't go to studio and I don't rehearse one pieces for maybe 3-4 times and then go to studio, and after we go to tour and sing the same thing for 300-400 times. This kind of things I don't like because it's not fresh, it's not organic at all, and it's not natural. So natural thing is always improvised. So like you can see if you go to some forest or somewhere, it's not planned. That's why it's beautiful, improvised. Life itself is also not only mine, yours too. It's kind of traveling.
Yeah.
And the music itself is especially improvised music is traveling too. It's different from composed music, and improvised music is different. Composed music is almost like if you are a tourist with another 50 people and visiting Paris, and you have a plan, you go to this place, another place, and everything in the plan, and you take a photo in front of famous building, and you are traveling is like this. Yes, but improvised traveling is totally different without any plan. So if you go to one place and if you find it really good, then I stay here for 5 days, then move to next. That means so you are much more deep inside with your life experience than so-called packaged tours. You know, it's a totally different thing.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
so both things you cannot think about together. But I prefer like traveling with a rucksack, maybe with compass, just walking around on the Sahara desert.
You've been to the Sahara Desert?
Yes, I went. Yeah.
No way!
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Only just 3 days. So because I had only 16-liter water. So if you don't have liter water, so you cannot travel.
Why did you do that?
Yeah, because sometimes I need adventure. So I really like adventure. But I'm making here is also adventure. So I don't know the people mainly, and I'm creating time and space of the moment together and make something. I don't like to plan anything. I don't like to get stressed. I just don't like to have any kind of goal and just go this way. This kind of stuff I cannot, because it's not my personality. My personality is totally lazy and sleep too much and eat too much. Shit too much, and many things really boring. That's why I need adventure.
Wait, stop, babe. We need to stop the race. We need to stop the race. We need to stop the race. And I stop in a coming away. We can run to the second you need. We need to time. We need to know.
You seem kind of resistant to talking about Cannes. Like, do you just tend to not think about it? Or?
No, I don't think about Big One because it's only less than 5% of my life.
Yeah.
So there is a much more important thing in my life than always I'm thinking. So I'm not so really sentimental. So if I stop it, then it's stop it. So much better to look into the front than always thinking about the past things, because you cannot change it.
Absolutely.
So I like the things which I can make maybe better way or something like that. So, and the best way is anyway. So, being Damo Suzuki is the most important thing for me.